Gary Gardner Jr.'s YouTube channel.
I'm gonna put that in too. All right, so today I have Michael Romero from Seaside, California?
Seaside,
California.
If you don't know where that's at, just say Monterey.
Monterey, that'll work too. So tell me a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself.
A little bit about me. Originally from Fresno, California. Born and raised. Joined the military in 2005. Well, I'm sorry, back up a little bit. Started bowling when I was 5. Between Cedar Lanes, Sunnyside or Country Club Lanes, Sierra Lanes, Fresno State, a lot of those areas, bowling alleys. And then joined the military in 2005. Did not bowl very much at all between 2005 to 2017. Maybe everything combined, maybe 3-4 years. Got back in the bowling in 2017 after my father died. And yeah, what, 6 years now?
6 years.
6 years?
6 years.
So very, very blessed where I'm at right now. Very different today than where I was in 2017.
True.
And
true.
Yeah, very blessed.
That's good. That's good.
Hi.
I'm gonna skip the first question. Let's go to the second question. What made you interested in bowling?
We were a bowling family. My family was a bowling family. Everyone bowled in my family, I think except for maybe 1 or 2 siblings. But my mom used to bowl until she broke her wrist. My sister used to bowl until her car got broken into in the 90s, 80s, 90s. And then it was just me, my dad, and my brother Rick. And I started when I was 5. I think my brother started when he was 12, 13 years old, right around there. And then, and then, you know, I stopped bowling because of the military, or frequently bowled because of the military. And then when my dad passed away, my brother asked if I wanted to get back into bowling, and I said yeah. And our first tournament back was in February 2017. That's when we bowled the Mosca tournament in Modesto. And I think you were there that day. I'm not sure. But I know there's a lot of familiar faces there. Yeah. Got back into bowling in February 2017, and it was an opportunity for me to rework my skill, my technique that I didn't bowl for so long.
Do you think there's any special skills involved when it comes to bowling?
Yes and no. I think we hit on this topic a couple weeks back. Bowling's very unique.
Yep.
Not sure if you can see any of the people behind us, but between open play, league level, professional level, collegiate level, there's not one style.
Yeah.
Bowling is unique to one person.
Yep.
Same thing how we like to say when we're talking about the geometry of a bowling ball, the pin to pap or your PAP, that's unique to a person.
Yep.
So, you know, the skill in the aspect of bowling, you are who you are, but to get better, what are you going to do to enhance your skill, enhance your level? Yeah. Your level. And I think, you know, other people may say different, but I think, you know, we don't force someone to be someone they're not. Yeah. We just improve who they are.
True. That is true. How many leagues do you bowl in?
I would say minimum of 2. Minimum of 2 leagues. During the winter time, I bowl the Wednesday Challenge Sport League here in Morgan Hill Bowl. And then bowl Thursdays in Salinas at Valley Center Bowl. And then during the winter time, or during the summertime right now, we bowl the junior adult on Tuesdays. And then I still continue to bowl Wednesdays here during the Sport Challenge League.
Out of those Other than league nights, how many nights or days do you try to put practice in other than those league nights?
I would say 1 to 2, but mainly it's more focused on one day.
On one.
Try not to take too much time away from the family. You know, we work all day.
Yeah.
So for us to, from where we live, we got to basically drive almost an hour here.
Yeah.
And then, you know, so I try to make most of my league nights as my practice. And then on Saturdays, while we're here with the kids, try to do my best to put in the practice time during that time.
Yeah, yeah. Do you bowl in tournaments often?
I try to do at least one per month. I do. You know, previous to this year, it was very hard. You're aware of my personal things going on. So, you know, personally, I started to obtain a big support system, and it's allowed me to come back out into the bowling world.
Yeah.
So now I try to at least hit one tournament a month, and it's the Gold Pin in Dublin. At least that's the one I try to hit every month. Kind of hard when it's tournament season for the kids.
Yeah.
Because I prefer to put my time towards them than to myself. But I at least try to average out at the end of the year at least one tournament
once a month.
Yeah.
What's your highest accomplishment in bowling? It could be tournament wins, it could be something else, it could be...
I think for me, it's 2023.
Yeah, I think, yeah, you
I think for me it's 2023. I mean, I'll never forget shooting a 300 in front of my kids. I'll never forget shooting my first 300 in Lake Tahoe when I was 15, 16 years old. You know, and I've been blessed. I think if I remember correctly, over the past 4 seasons, if you include winter all the way through summer, I'm now at 3 or 4 seasons consecutively where I shoot a 300 and an 800 in the same season. So I think this year, my 300 and 800 were last summer. I shot multiple last year during the league season.
Yeah.
This year I only shot an 800, but overall won 2 gold pins. And the fashion of how I won those gold pins, it was nice. I like to have the term of never give up.
Yeah.
You know, I try to teach it to my kids. My brother could, you know, back that up. Is that there's been many tournaments where I make a 6-gamer turn into a 5-gamer. You know, the 8-gamer turn into a 7-gamer.
7-gamer.
You know? But I always have that one game where I can't have it. But I always grind it out to the very last shot, and it's the difference of me making a cut and difference now. I can say difference of me winning a tournament. You were there. I bowled 2 PBA events this year.
Yes.
One, I was well inside the cut line. The other one, I was well outside the cut line. You know, and my game.
But you made the game 8 jump, right?
Game 7, game 8. Game 7, game 8 jump.
Jumped you into the cut.
Yeah, I think I went 230 and then I went 260. That put me into the cut line, and I think for me is the coaching that I've received from Ty Dawson, and then overall seeing my success, whether it be in practice, see my success in league, what I consider practice. It translated to the tournament scene. Translated to the tournament scene. So my confidence level has gradually gone up more and more and more. I'm understanding bowling balls more this year. I'm understanding an arsenal. It's amazing. Yes, I've been on staff for 5-6 years now, and it takes a long time, especially if bowling's not your primary job. It takes a long time.
A little bit.
You know, but just between wintertime to here, bowling has taken another level for me.
Yeah.
You know, and
I think that goes to all of us. Like, we've improved over this past, what, year?
Yeah. Yeah. We've all taken a significant step.
Yeah.
You as well.
Yeah.
I've seen your growth over the winter time.
Likewise.
And thank you. And I think I've complimented you a lot on your release. And I think we both rubbed off on each other on giving each other pointers. This is my unofficial ball rep. She's helped me get out of bowling balls and maybe bowl better.
Yeah, speaking of Dublin,
you did put me in that ball, that top speed.
The top speed, I put him in that ball and he shot 260. So
yeah. So we won't talk about what happened in the previous games, what bowling balls I was using, but
and we won't talk if I made the cut or not because I didn't.
But no, it's I think we have a wonderful team in general for our region.
Yeah.
But I think for our house here at Morgan Hill Bowl, we have a close-knit team.
Yeah.
And we're always looking out. You know, as much as we compete against each other, whether it be in league or tournaments or whatnot, we're always looking out for one another.
Yeah,
and
always.
Yeah. So that says a lot to who we are.
Yeah.
And how well we do on the links.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since we talked a lot.
Sorry. I'm shy, but once you get me talking, I can't be quiet.
I'm gonna go a little bit forward. Let's talk about professional. What defines you? Like, what's your definition of a professional bowler? Like, just to be clear, I have my PBA membership card now. I didn't have before. He still doesn't have it. I think sometime next year you're gonna get it,
in
if I remember.
In January, I'll be getting my card.
We have different goals, but we have different mindset when it comes to being as a professional.
And I think this one is subject to opinion, right? Some people look at it as a professional as, oh, they're the professionals on tour.
Yeah.
Right? But I think ultimately is, how do we conduct ourselves amongst each other? You know, it's not just on the lane, it's off the lane.
Yeah.
What are, you know, bowling, it's hard, you know, as much as I don't like saying it, it's a sport that's declined a lot.
Yes. Yeah.
It's declined a lot. So it's how much are we doing to encourage the kids, bring more kids in, make them better, build our junior leagues.
Yeah.
Our junior leagues are not even half the size of what it were when we were growing up.
Oh yeah.
You know, how do we interact with everybody? I mean, as much as I say, you know, I'm shy, I think a lot of people, either people approach me or I approach them. And you know, so I'm not the one to really talk about myself, but it's just, I don't know, it's how do you conduct yourself on and off the lanes.
Yep.
And
I agree.
That's what constitutes a professional.
Yeah, I do agree. All right, a couple more questions. What's your favorite ball of all time?
Favorite ball of all time? I would say, I think in the year range of 2006 to 2008, it would be the Hammer Black Widow Bite.
Oh yeah.
It was a black and gray ball. I used that ball even up until when I got back into bowling in 2017. That ball, and then it finally cracked on me and like got sad. That was my go-to ball. That was, whenever everything failed, that was my ball.
Yeah.
And if I'm not mistaken, Rich Shimoda, the late Rich Shimoda out of Fresno, when I got back from Iraq, he went and spent like $600 in the pro shop, and he lined me up with that ball and everything. So, yeah, that was the ball for me.
Damn.
That was the ball for me. I don't think I shot any honor scores with it, but it was the dependability of it. It was the dependability of it. So Brunswick, if you're listening, if you want a Black Widow Bite, you know,
I mean, we just released the Black Widow hybrid with the HK22,
Yes.
so I don't know. There might be another Black Widow in the lines. We don't know.
I won't complain. I'm loving the
Yeah.
Black Widows.
Yeah.
Especially pin down. Pin down Black Widows, I'm definitely loving those balls.
Then what about currently? The current bowling balls on the market from Brunswick, which includes Brunswick, DV8, Radical, Columbia 300, Track, Hammer, and Ebonite.
Ebonite.
7 brands. What's your favorite ball right now?
Right now. Can I have a 2? Can I have like a 1A, 1B kind of thing?
All right.
So my 1B is a Scorpion hybrid.
Oh yeah.
My 1B
Yeah.
is a Scorpion hybrid.
Yeah.
I think that's still out right now. That ball still has a place in my bag. That ball still has a place in my bag, my tournament bag. I think because I used I think that ball all through my league year, trying to come through, throw something more present. But my 1B would be the Hammer Scorpion hybrid. That's probably, I would say, is my Hammer Black Widow bite right now. Presently, I would say the Defender hybrid.
Oh.
Brunswick Defender hybrid.
Ah, okay. Okay. Defender hybrid. Yep.
Defender hybrid.
Yep. I do like that ball too. It's
that.
It's a special ball. That was the first ball that Brunswick introduced the HK22 additive cover stock. Different. It's good.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
It's good.
And what, that ball's been out for over a year now? Over a year now? Roughly a year?
Roughly a year?
Roughly a year. And that ball is always in my bag.
Yeah.
And and I mean, right now, it's hard. It's hard because it's like
I know.
we have so many great balls out right now. I mean, I could give you my top 8 of what's in my bag right now, but my 1A would be the Defender hybrid and the Scorpion hybrid. I can tell you this right now, whether it be like a solid look cover or a shiny cover, Brunswick has come out with a lot of great hybrids.
Oh yes.
A lot of great hybrids.
Oh yes.
I mean, the DVA Troublemaker, the Defender hybrid, the 2.0 hybrid.
Outer Limits. That's me. I still have the Outer Limits.
I have not thrown the Outer Limits yet.
Outer Limits.
But soon to come out, the Dark Web hybrid.
Dark Web hybrid.
Just shot 834 with it.
Yes,
That's my highest set. My highest set. So, no, there's a lot of great hybrids out right now. Between the Brunswick brands, a lot of great hybrids.
I mean, not just hybrids.
No.
In general. I mean, bowling balls from Brunswick in general.
Like I said, Columbia 300 top speed.
That was the ball at Dublin.
I mean, you saw me throw the Hammer Vibe, the radioactive vibe, the yellow vibe. I mean, of course, someone's going to say we're biased, right? But it's hard to argue the product coming out.
Oh yeah.
The product that's been released, the product's coming out. It's really hard to argue that. Really top of the line.
And that's the thing, like we have so many, especially now, we have a lot of iconic balls, like the Black Widow series, from the 2.0, Pearl, Ghost, the 2.0 hybrid.
I mean, we didn't even hit the Track series.
Oh my God, the Paragon series was great, or is great. Sorry, I think the Paragon Solid got discontinued, so, but the Paragons are good.
Stealth.
The Stealth is really, really good.
So, I mean, I don't even think we hit Radical or DV8.
I mean, Radical, there's a lot of bowling balls that I haven't even thrown either. But just by looking at how people are throwing the ball, there's always going to be a bowling ball for any type of player.
Bowler. Any type of bowler?
Any type of bowler. And that's why I love this company. This brand is really, really, yeah.
I'm very, very grateful for the privilege.
Likewise.
It's a privilege.
Yes.
I don't take any of this for granted. I mean, I'm blessed to represent these 4 brands. Very, very blessed. Yeah, like I said, I don't take it for granted. It's a privilege. You know, I'm blessed to receive the email of the offer.
Yeah.
Every
yes.
time.
Yes.
Every time.
Same with me. I am grateful. Very, very grateful.
I always say this. It's a childhood dream. Childhood dream. So I looked up to bowlers that had this opportunity. Now that I have it, I try to set a good example, not just for my kids, but for all the kids and adults. Really do. Really, really do.
All right. Well, thank you for letting me interview you.
No, thank you.
Thank you
really
very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. And you'll see him a lot more maybe in my videos.
I hope so. I hope so. I hopefully I can throw the ball well enough to make it.
No, he does.